Shit. Hey bro, did you know that? The final project is due next week.
What?
Oh no!
Then, where would it be a good place to go?
How about going to Mountain Ino? Since there's a lot of rock.
That sounds good. Then let's go to the mountain inland.
Bus would be best to take.
I'll try to find the shortest route. If we go from the Suseongdong 계곡, it's the close to the summit of the mountain inland. Should we take this route?
Okay, let's go right now.
Okay.
Hey!
We took a taxi as planned and arrived at Suseongdong Valley. And we planned to get off at Suseongdong Valley and go up to the shortest route. At this time, I was so tired less than 5 minutes after I went up that I sent my team members to go first. I have come to feel the need for exercise desperately. As we kept going up, it looked like we could see the top more and more. But when we went up about 40 minutes, we felt something was wrong. As it turned out, we found out that the road was not to the top of Mountain Ninwang, but to Seokguram Rock. So we had no choice but to come back down that long road. Coming all the way down, we searched for the right course and planned a hike with a new course heading to the top. Finally, we passed the statue of a tiger, climbed all the way along the fortress, past the Bombawi Rock, and finally reached the top of Mountain Inwang.
Finally, we have reached the summit of Mountain Inwang. We found the large rock to conduct our measurement and collected data using the FieldMove Seleno app. Now, let me briefly explain the key concept used along with this app. The FieldMove Seleno app is used to measure the strike and dip or discontinuity planes. The short line represents the dip, which indicates the maximum angle of inclination on the discontinuity plane. It represents the angle measured downward for the horizontal plane. The long line represents the strike, which indicates the direction of the interaction between the discontinuity plane and the horizontal plane, measured relative to the north. In addition, there are other important concepts such as plug, trend, and pitch. First, plug represents the angle of inclination of a line. Similar to dip, it is the angle of inclination of the line with the maximum gradient, and the downward direction is assumed to be positive. Next, trend refers to the angle measured clockwise from the north after projecting the line onto a horizontal plane. This corresponds to the direction of inclination of the discontinuity plane. Lastly, pitch is the angle between an arbitrary line on the discontinuity plane and the strike. We utilize the Seterographic projection technique, also known as the Seteronet method, based on the measured data. This method projects three-dimensional discontinuity plane or cut surface onto a two-dimensional plane. Considering the strike and dip, discontinuity plane are represented as single point and cut surface as gray circle on the Seteronet. This allowed us to visually analyze the interaction of the discontinuity planes. We analyzed the data collected using the FieldMove Seleno app through the Seterographic projection technique, effectively understanding the structure on the discontinuity plane. This analysis result will greatly contribute to future studies on rock structures.
Let me explain the experimental method. First of all, we need to look for rocks of the right size, And put your phone on the rock with the Field Move Clino app on and read the measurements. And save the data values record in the Field Move Clino application. Repeat this process 8 times.
The data we looked at are as follows. We measured the strike and dip values for each measurement area with the Field Move Clino application. Strike in the first area is 19, dip is 7. The second strike is 111 and dip is 10. The third strike is 81 and dip is 13. And fourth strike is 74, dip is 14. And fifth strike is 90 and dip is 15. And sixth strike is 68 and dip is 15. And seventh strike is 80, dip is 6. And ninth strike is 93 and dip is 8. But that's not the end of the story. We used method of summation of direction cosines to improve the accuracy of the data and to better understand the average orientation of the discontinuities. This method calculates the direction cosine of the result vector after accumulating and summing each direction cosine. We obtained the magnitude r of the resulting vector from the accumulated direction cosine and used it to calculate the mean direction cosine LR, MR, and NR. This provided a comprehensive understanding of the overall directionality of the discontinuous plane. After that, the angle of the mean direction vector was calculated. The rising angle is calculated in inverse sine NR and the value is 11.537. The upward direction is obtained as inverse cosine LR over cosine and the value is 76.74178. In addition, we also applied method of standard deviation of the hemispheric normal distribution while analyzing the data. This is a method of calculating the standard deviation of the discontinuous plane distribution use the k, the f value. The standard deviation is calculated as c equal 1 over root kf and the result is 0.1360. The smaller the variance of the discontinuous plane, the larger the value. We have visualized all these calculations with Seterographic projection techniques. 3-dimensional data were projected onto a 2-dimensional plane, allowing us to clearly understand the structure and tendency of the discontinuous plane.
Lastly, I'd like to tell you an unforgettable episode that our team went through while going down the mountain. I was coming down the mountain for the last time due to my bad physical strength, and on my way I found Minjun who sat down holding his leg and collapsed. It was a serious event with a ruptured ligament, but fortunately he is recovering well now. And we cannot miss an after party after we go down the mountain. It was not just our team's after party, it was a joint after party with another team we hiked together. The makgeolli that I drank after a hard hike was very delicious. We shared our hiking experiences, laughed and talked with each other, and got close and had a great time. Like this, our team's hiking remained a memorable memory with the wonderful scenery from the top of the mountain, various happenings, and the joy of the after party. Thanks for listening to our stories.